Of the 10,000 differences between Stephen King's novel and Stanley Kubrick's film adaptation, one of the key factors is what happens to Dick Hallorann, the head chef of the Overlook Hotel, who originally explains what The Shining is to Danny. In the book, Hallorann is a lifesaver, coming back to help Danny and Wendy Torrance escape from Jack in the hotel. As we know, Hallorann's fate in Kubrick's film is a little more fatal. But Stanley Kubrick's plan was not always to have Jack kill Dick Hallorann. In an early Stanley Kubrick treatment, the director had much bigger plans for Scatman Crothers' character. In this treatment, Wendy stabs Jack in the belly, Jack dies, and then Wendy searches for her son Danny. Then, quote, "We see somewhere else in the hotel, moving slowly along a corridor, the monstrous and threatening figure that Danny has seen in his visions. But now, for the first time, we are able to recognize that it is Hallorann." Grady appears from somewhere. "Good evening, Chef." "Good evening, Mr. Grady. Did you have a pleasant trip?" "Very pleasant indeed, thank you." "Well then, I won't keep you. You have business." "Yes." In the finale, Hallorann will become an appalling figure of lunatic savagery, smashing at walls with an axe and making hideous noises. Kubrick's treatment continues with Hallorann finally cornering little Danny. In the end, Hallorann will still be killed in the film. But this time, he isn't killed by Jack. He's viciously killed by Wendy Torrance. Quote, "At this instant, Wendy will rush howling out of a doorway, stabbing in a frenzy with her long boning knife, so that the old lady in Psycho will look like a pushover in comparison. There will be no question about how she is able to kill a homicidal maniac. She will temporarily have become one herself." In an interview, co-writer of The Shining, Diane Johnson, said, "We always had the powers of the hotel in mind. So the hotel would have been warping Hallorann's mind for quite a long time. It was an attractive idea that Hallorann is good throughout the film. Then he gets there and is possessed by the hotel into a monster surrogate for Jack." So what does everyone else think about this ending? I think it's pretty fascinating that Kubrick was toying around with this idea, taking a very beloved character and giving us a good old-fashioned twist. Kubrick never filmed these scenes though. But lucky for us, the treatment does exist online for us to read and marvel over. I'll leave a link to it in the description below.